All right, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to blow through this one because I just want to kind of get off a few thoughts. I really like Russian AKs, and I have a few of them, and I kind of want to show you one of them here, maybe two. I have a number of these Saiga Sporters. These I have two. One's in 5.56 like this, and the other one's in 7.62 by 39 that are unfired, um, brand new. Like there's no wear on them, and I have, of course, another one here that's been partial converted for the back end, and I'm going to be doing a full 103 conversion on this with the Izmash parts that I've acquired over quite a while. So they came into the country kind of like this in this configuration, which is actually very charming. I really like this configuration of an AK. I don't know why. It just speaks to me. It's extremely comfortable to shoulder and fire this gun. The trigger is not anything to be happy about. It's kind of a crap trigger, but it's just kind of tough and gritty. But it breaks clean, so it's okay. It's not mushy or anything. Has a high quality barrel. It's made in the famous Izmash factory, and this one takes 223 Remington. They exported a ton of different guns to the U.S. in different calibers. So they had 308 and 7.62 NATO, 7.62 by 39, 5.45 by 39, and 223 Remington 5.56. You can see here on this little mag, it's got the Izmash marking under there and the caliber. And on this side is a certification stamp. On the side it says Saiga, and then it says Russian American Armory Company, Scottsburg, Indiana. It has a number of different Russian words and proof marks. This was a 2008 production, and the famous arrow in a triangle, and it says made in Russia by Izmash, and it has its serial number there. So this one again has been basically unfired. It's unneutered as it came in, and here's it with its little 5 or 10 round mag or whatever. Very nice handling characteristics. Very comfortable to shoot. It's got a nice palm swell here. No threaded muzzle. It's just a big block. It's the equivalent of their 74M blocks. These barrel components are pressed and dimpled, so they're not pressed and pinned, which makes getting them off for conversion kind of difficult. But what's cool is I can take modern 30 round mags and put them in for standard capacity. So what I may do is with one of these, if I decide to shoot, I will put the standard capacity mag in. I'm going to put the bullet guides in both of them so I can put normal mags in, but that's not hard. You just put it in and you tap it, TIG weld, bead into it, and it holds it there forever. But these handguards, I may put a slim sort of M-lock handguard on this, not even change the barrel population, maybe just change the front sight. And it'd be a pretty slick little carbine. I'm not actually too beat up about the trigger so much, and this buttstock. This buttstock's actually kind of nice and interesting, and if it ever has any damage to it, they're like $8 a piece, so they're really, I can just swap it out. And it's actually a stronger construction than the normal AK buttstock, because the trigger guard comes through here and acts as a bottom tang. So it actually has a tang here with a screw, and then your top tang here for like a normal AK. So you could potentially, maybe, I don't know, I've never tried it or seen it, put one of these buttstocks in a normal AKM, and you'd have a actually pretty long length of pull. No, that's about right. That seems comfy. But the only downsides, again, to this configuration are the trigger and the fact that your safety selector is moved way up here, so you kind of have to use your left hand, or just do it over the top. But for just target shooting, or for like little light work or targets, or carrying around on the field for varmints, these are excellent guns. They're high quality, and these guns were produced before Izmash kind of had a lot of issues with imports, so their quality control was quite good. This one's dead straight. There's no canting to any of the components. All the rivets are set nicely. It's just a beautiful example of one. So, and because they can take modern magazines, it's quite nice. All you got to do again is install the bullet guide into the barrel trunnion in your set, and realistically that's no big deal to just tack a weld on, because your pressure bearing components are going to be your bolt face and your barrel. So your actual barrel is going to be taking the pressure, so the trunnions there just hold it in place and be strong and kind of compress it. So introducing a little bead of weld is not really a problem, and tons of people will do it when they do the 103 conversions. So that's the 5.56 carbine Saiga Sporter. It does have a bolt hold open feature, which is interesting, but even with these modern mags, these have bolt hold open features, so it's not really something I care about or want, but it just is what it is. I'm kind of not spoiled for choice with a lot of 5.56 mags. 7.62 by 39 mags and Saigas work pretty much as well as any other AK. So it's not like you're going to be like, oh no, I can't fit a 7.62 by 39 magazine. They're pretty much universal. So yeah, this is a back end converted one partial. Again, I'm going to be doing a 103 to this, so it's going to have folding stock and the correct furniture and all that. But I just want to show you this charming little Sporter. I really love these guns the way they are. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be doing more videos about these Sporters. I'll shoot with one of them just so you guys can see it. But yeah, for whatever reason, people have priced these in the market for like extreme amounts of money. I don't know why. In order to really get into using them, you kind of have to do a lot of conversions to it. At least you have to install a bullet guide and do the front sight if you're going to try and use it for any kind of serious use. That's minimum. There is a pin that is long that sticks out on either side of this gas block that that partially retains this long palm swell handguard. That's part of the fitment, so the pin sticks out on both sides of that gas block. Slide it on there on a rail, and then it gets screwed in right here. So in order to put like a modern railed handguard, you kind of have to trim that down, if not get rid of it entirely. But if you're doing like a full 74M or a 101 or a 103, you got to do the whole front end, the whole back end, the trigger, everything has to be rejiggered. Basically all you're left with is the original receiver, barrel, and gas tube. Not even the gas tube. It's got its own thing on it. So your barrel and receiver are basically, and your bolt carrier group are basically going to be the only original components. But it is what it is. A lot of people do that. I'm probably just going to keep this sort of how it is and just do the bullet guide. I just really super comfy. It's the fact that it's comfy like a sporting rifle or a shotgun, but it's an AK. It just makes it something tickles me about that. So, and the fact that it takes these 30 round mags, these standard mags, while being like that is just really funny. I know there's a couple of different sporting gun companies who are now doing 30 round mag, like lever guns or rifles like this. Kind of reminds me of like a Mini 14 or a whatever. It's just one of these sporting guns that is real kind of goofy. So, but charming. I really like them. So that's this Saiga 223. Again, I have one in 7.62 by 39. I have this partial conversion as well, and just want to kind of show you. So yeah, talk to you later.